the EFB. Yeah, like they did in the PMDG. What issue were you having again? Oh, okay. Oh, huh. Well, that sounds rather crappy. Nothing wrong with that. Right. Huh. All right. Let's see. Let's see if I can turn this thing on. Actually, I'm more curious if all my hardware still works or not. Battery? That's always a good sign when it's beeping at you. It actually was in this case. All right, on ground power. Yeah, they're a little different. I mean, they're a little different. I feel like the CJ4 handles. So I haven't flown the CRJ version 2 yet, but the CJ4 handled better. The CRJ's handling was pretty poor. The autopilot was quite poor. And its systems were quite honestly, quite poor. So they claim that they've made a lot of this better. Um, I have read positives, but I've also heard negatives from people I trust. So we will see. But it's always hard to say because sometimes the problem is the simulator, as we all know. It's not always. It is not always the. Well, that's backwards. All right. It's not always the plane's fault. I never turn failures on in anything. Like I said, the simulator provides enough of its own failures. I don't need, I don't need it to simulate extra failures. That's quite all right. I don't know how to align the IRSs in this plane. I don't remember if you actually have to do this manually or if it just does it when you turn it on. I think it just does it when you turn it on, but there's no. Well, there's page 2 on this, which I don't actually know how to get to the next page of the ICAS warnings. Well, maybe if we turn on those and clear some of those off. Okay, nothing in there. All right, well, we'll just see if the IRSs are going to align themselves in a few minutes. Well, it's not the Proline that it matters. The WinWing natively does not work with the CJ4 or the CRJ, but SPAD works with both. So I am looking currently at the CRJ's CDU on my WinWing MCDU. Works totally fine. I think SPAD supports all the PMDG CDUs, Phoenix, fly-by-wire, all of them, like all the Phoenixes, the fly-by-wire A320 and 380. Well, it doesn't. That one doesn't really have a CDU in that sense. It supports the CJ4. Supports. I think it might require a mod for that, but again, it's a free mod. It supports the BAE 146 because that's also the Collins Proline, I think. It supports the iFly 737 MAX 8, the TFDI MD11. I think it supports the MD80. Um, and it supports most other planes for the buttons, and there's currently work being done to support all the stock airplanes, so like 788, 787, 747, for example, with the display as well. That it doesn't do that quite yet, but I guarantee you SPAT will get there before anybody else will. Okay. Yeah. Okay, information Foxtrot. I'm actually going to try. I'm using Beyond ATC tonight just because it's been a while since I've done that. I'm going to try and see this. The CRJ V2 is supposed to support GSX out of the box. We'll see if it does anything or if I have to do anything. Okay, I do have to open the doors. That's fine, I guess. No, we don't need to tug it. No. We want aft cargo. Yeah, Charlie 11 or something like that. We never see each other in an airplane anyway. I can do, yeah. Open main exit. I'm assuming that there's an update to Unify. Yeah, there is. Oh, it reset my server again to fly UK. Interesting. All right. Okay, I'm connected to that. I am. What are you flying? Oh, never mind. It tells me that there. Okay, well, past GSX passenger stuff seems to be working. Cargo is going into the right holes. Kind of. It's not perfect. But otherwise, that's not too bad. Still don't have IRS as a line. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh. try to figure that out first. Let's scan the overhead. We've got DC services off, battery master on, AC is in use. Let me just hit this switch. Oh, that's right. I remember now where it is. It's like down by the left side, isn't it? Oh, that's nose wheel steering. Okay, I found it. Okay, so the flight plan, they now have import from SimBrief, set payload and fuel, send to FMS. Oh, that was easy. But I don't think my... All right. I do still need to configure the CDU, I guess. I thought I had... Oh, I guess I did not. Let's see, can I load this? Where is it? Did I seriously not save it? That doesn't make any sense. Why would I not have saved that one? Okay, there we go. It's showing... Okay, so I have this... Why does it keep doing that? That's one thing I can't figure out. My WinWing FCDU keeps showing the Copilot CDU in all the planes. Why does it do that? Time to ask on the SPAD Discord. Or is that part of the beta? I don't even know. I think it's part of the beta, isn't it? Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just look at the other CDU. Oh, but the buttons control the first one. God, that's annoying. Hmm. Okay, screw it. We'll just use this for now. Hey, Ike. What's up, Axeman? The CRJing is going so far so good. It's looking very nice. I think we just finished boarding GSX. We're still getting some cargo loaded. I gotta do that too. I have IRS as aligned now, so past boarding is complete. Let's see if I can get the APU started. Oh, I guess I don't need those pumps. Because that's the Alaska Airlines logo, Axeman. It's actually really nice. I like the Alaska liveries. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm missing something with my APU in byte. There's something that I don't quite remember. APU open. Keep top three. The 3 stream streak isn't bad. Okay, let's try. I'm trying to right now. I'm trying to start the APU, and it's been a while that I don't recall exactly. I mean, I know how to do it. I'm just not sure if my hardware screwed it up or not. So that's what we're waiting for. I'm hoping to do this. There we go. That's better. Now the light came on. I had to give it a little bit of time. I guess it doesn't APU in byte. It's like a self check or something that was showing up right in here. It was saying APU in byte, but now you can actually hear it. We can see it probably outside too. The APU here in the back should be firing up so we can get some power to the aircraft. Just got to hit it harder. That's right, Axeman. If it doesn't work the first time, do it again, but a little bit more with more force. That way, an airplane is no different than a car or a baby. I don't know. What? Just hit it harder? Yeah. Okay, probably want some lights too. Okay, so that's good. Now let's get our clearance. What are we? Air Canada 540, ready to copy I for clearance to Calgary. Yeah, I think so. Oh, I have auto response on. No departure, just radar vectors, eh? We will switch to ground on 121.7 when ready for push and start. Air Canada 540. Okay. Um, Performance. I think this actually now has performance calculations as well. So our cruising altitude 370. Which I think is in here. Init fuel from simulator. Flaps 8. Copy perf init data to FMS. Set all. Let's see, did it do that? Looks like it. Yeah, we have V speeds in here somewhere too. Okay. That's good. I think that's all we really need for this. Babies are a lot like guns, both kind of off-putting until you hold one in your hands. That's probably true. Okay, so what, let's see, what warnings do we still have here now? We have passenger doors. Let's deal with those first. Let's close all those. Close that door, this door, and that door. Chocks are in place. We can get rid of the ground power, I think, because we have APU. Yep, nothing shut off. That's always a good sign when you disconnect ground power and everything still stays on. Yaw damper. Okay, the rest I think we will hydraulics. All right, let's see if we can get pushed back. Ground Air Canada 540 ready for push and start. Face northeast to Air Canada 540. I just got to set to create a new chase plane camera. Oh, I have one. There we go. That's the one I want. Oh, I need to change the order of them. Good evening, Screw It. How's your Thursday? Did it give us any kind of trim in the performance data? V speeds, takeoff trim 6.6. Can I change that yet? Yes, I can. Let's the camera. There we go, 6.6 on the takeoff trim. That's good, 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 good. Charts. Use FMS flight plan. Origin, Seattle. Airport. Oh, wow. I think it's showing injected traffic on the EFB. Yeah, I think it is. On this map here. So the other ones, they don't seem to be moving very much, so I wonder if they just don't update live, but they show up at that moment. I haven't changed yet. Interesting. Okay, I don't remember how to start the engines on this, so we're just going to give it a try. Let's try this button. That button did nothing. How about this button? That also did nothing. Okay, cool. I'll go push different buttons. Right engine, start. That wasn't it. I'm missing something. What am I missing? Ignition. Need the throttle out of shutoff is all. Throttle out. Oh, is that all though? I know that's fuel. What is happening to the airplane? Why are we being bounced around like this? No, there's something else that we need. You have to push in the button a bit. I can't just click it. I have to push it in a bit. And then the fuel cutoff shouldn't be yet. I should be doing that after, but that's fine. Let me just see if there's another camera view that's useful. Okay, yeah, I have just done the same. We have just figured out how to start the engines. I forget because in this I got to figure out how to do this with my hardware because you have to push the button in a bit. Like I can't just hit start. I have to hold it depressed for a moment. It's reversers armed. I don't. Yeah, like you gotta push it in for like a second or two. I can do that with my hardware. I just need to. I think I had it before. I'll just need to do it again. I might actually have. I thought I had buttons for that somewhere, but maybe not. There we go. For Seattle? Yeah. All right, we'll see if we can get out of here before the sun goes down. Air Canada 540 ready to taxi. Taxi via Bravo, Air Canada 540. Okay. Quick check on the overhead. What else do we need? Runway 34 right, Air Canada 540. All right, let's get the packs on. We can shut the APU off now. Which I always feel like it's not quite because the button doesn't come out, so I got to work on that binding a little bit. But taxi light. I don't think I need that. Okay, everything looks clear and green, so that's good. We've got that set. We want flaps 8, which... So I don't have the right thing here. What are we at? Flaps. There we go. Flaps 8. Okay. Alrighty. Does this work for me? Let's go taxi. Does our nose wheel work? It does. Excellent. I did actually fly this, not the V2, but flight director. Takeoff config okay. It's always nice to see that. APU door is closed. We'll have to figure out the toga button, which we'll see if I've got it bound or not. But did I bind it to this? Yes, I did. Okay, good. TCAS is down here somewhere, if I recall. It's one thing that I need to set up that I quite like about Chaseplane is you can configure cameras so that the mouse wheel does not zoom. Somewhere in here you can anyways, I thought. No? Huh. So it's going to get dark and we're not going to be able to see anything. And there is a big lineup of planes ahead of us in Beyond ATC. Well, we've got some time, so we'll see how long we have to wait. See how long my patience lasts for waiting for fake sim traffic before we just taxi right through it. But it might not be a bad idea to figure out because there's a couple other things that I need to remember where the buttons are in this plane. Looks like a bit of a log jam here. How does it look from the tower? Oh, we're way over here. It's a pretty long lineup. It's like one of them is sitting on the runway and it's just not going. Can we get to the runway? That's 3-4 center, 3-4 left, 3-4 right. This guy's holding up the parade here. Are you close to the runway, Braden? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that I was kind of asking if that was you, because I'm stuck behind a bunch of other planes. I feel like there's a traffic jam further up ahead, and for some reason this plane's not taking off. Yeah, yeah, it's all from beyond ATC for sure. Um, well, we'll give it a few minutes here and see if I can figure out TCAS, which is, oh, that's right, it's on the thing here. It's auto, that's good. Traffic on is on, that's fine. ATC. I thought I changed it. Okay, I'm gonna taxi around these planes because they're not actually going anywhere. Still don't know why it says TCAS off. Hmm. ATC. No. Oh, now stuff's moving again. Holding position for traffic, Air Canada 540. I think the log jam is about to clear up, maybe. ATC just got mad at me for passing. I thought the TCAS stuff it's down here somewhere. Well, it's there, but it's in standby. But I didn't see anything in here to actually turn it on. I wonder if it's like an auto thing. Display squawk. ATC, select near the RTU left of the odd amper, but above the... Yes. No, that's... Sorry. Near the RTU left of the yaw damper, but above the stab trim. I don't think it's this one. I don't... This is not the... Oh, there we go. Thank you. ATC 1 instead of standby. Did I not have this here? No, okay. I need to bind that to something. Cool. Ike, how do you know all this stuff? I this is too much for beyond ATC. There's too much traffic here. We're gonna sit here for like a half hour at this rate. Departure density, arrival density. I gotta turn this down a bit. Continue taxi, Air Canada 540. Ah, you did the same thing 5 minutes ago. Okay, you're just 5 minutes ahead of me. Got it. Thanks for sharing. Have you taken off yet, Braden? Oh no, I think I see you. If you haven't taken off yet, Braden, feel free to do that. I've cleared off all the traffic. Acknowledged, Air Canada 540. Yeah, I see you. You're bouncing all over the place on my screen. It's kind of funny. The taxi light is incredibly weak on this plane. 119er.9er, Air Canada 540. Heat trail in the back looks nice though. Tower, Air Canada 540, holding short runway 34 right, ready to go. At least I think we're ready to go. Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right, fly heading 340, Air Canada 540. Now, did I map the toga button? Did not, but it's this screw, isn't it? There we go. I have to do that still too. And we're going to have to turn on a bunch of lights. I didn't really want to fly at night. I should have changed the time earlier, but oh well. We're gonna fly at night. This is almost gonna go all kinds of wrong, so just bear with me on this. Both in toga? Are they both in toga? For real? Oh, why is this reversed? Okay, yeah, they are. Alright, here goes nothing. Also a high probability I have to change the profile on my force feedback yoke so it doesn't screw up the autopilot once we engage that, but we'll give it a shot and see. 80 knots. 100. This is a bouncy jet, man. I know chase plane makes it worse, but it's always been a bouncy jet. Okay, up we go. Gear up. Apparently the gear did come up. Over to departure, Air Canada 340. Well, the force feedback joystick, if the yoke is definitely making me hold it on tight. Departure Air Canada 540, 2,700 for 4,000. Climate maintain flight level 180, Air Canada 540. Heading 055, Air Canada 540. Zero 055. We should go into level change. That's not that. Now, why path? Okay, that's better. But it's still, and we want heading select. That's what I wanted. There we go. Heading select and path. Shall we try an autopilot? That's okay. Doesn't bother me anyway. Is it actually on autopilot, I wonder? Yeah, okay. So smooth, I didn't trust it. I thought it was just holding heading or something. I have. Why did this happened last time, Braden? I think I have little white blocks falling out of the sky again. I think it's a Unifly thing. Clear direct flak, resume on navigation. Air Canada 540. First of all, that's 10,000 feet. I don't think it's not doing the speed the way I want it to. Maybe is that just the VNAV path? Maybe. Direct flak. Direct flak execute. Onto LNAV. Are they? Okay. I mean, I'm on my flight plan, the one that SimBrief gave me. I'm direct flak now. What I'm not sure about is I am not flying the speed I want. FMS 1, that now I'm doing. Okay, so that's that. What I really want is hang on. What is my thing doing? Seattle Center 128.5, Air Canada 540. Why am I? All right, it's time to change the yoke because it's doing weird stuff, which is what I figured. It's like going full left, full right. There we go. None of these profiles work properly. Why is speed not working? Okay, because I had to get out of. All right, I had to get out of path first. Interesting. That's so broken. I know this VNAV is kind of a fake VNAV anyway, but it's still so broken. Yeah. There's a real problem with this though, because the plane is going to have a really hard time climbing because it kind of screws up if you don't get it the right thing. Oh, the center Air Canada 540 climbing to flight level 180. All good. Up to flight level 370 Air Canada 540. I'm worried we're not going to be able to gain speed to climb. Because this plane has a tendency to, if you lose the speed during climb, if you screw up your climb basically early on, like I did, it becomes really difficult for it to climb again, especially if you want to also go faster. So we'll see. We are slowly inching our way towards 250 indicated. Let's find some light switches. Not that one. There we go. That'll help. Oh, we probably should have done passenger signs and stuff too. It's okay. I'm actually climbing again though, so that's good. 120.3 Air Canada 540. 120.3 Air Canada 540. Center Air Canada 540. Flight level 197 for flight level 370. Oh my God, it's a crazy crosswind here. I'm just doing a flyby camera. You can see the way that plane is crabbed in the air because the camera is showing it from like a static perspective. Very interesting. It is a nice looking airplane though, the CRJ. Well, we'll find out if this flares nicely later. I don't think this will tell me, but my heading is set to. I have it. I'm 21 degrees off course and heading. Heading was four. I don't know. Maybe not. It's changed now. We just turned, but if I'm outside by the wing, I can't hear anything. I guess that's an engine view. Just organize some more camera stuff. Oh, I can't. Aren't there more lights here? No. Oh, yeah, there. That's one thing. I thought I had the barometers linked. Synchronized. That can be. That's fine. Nope, turn acceleration on. Oh, that's new. Maybe we'll just turn that on. There's some nice new stuff on their EFB. Like, it's a good upgrade, especially because it's free. It's been like 4 years though since it to get to this version. The autopilot is a little bit peculiar, but it's not bad. And actually using it to um, oh yeah, we should be climbing slower speed than that. Well, not that slow. There you go. Mach. What is the climb profile again? Seven seven. There's no way we're climbing at 7.7. Or maybe. Let's try it. I really doubt it. I don't even think we can get to Mach 7.7. We do have a pretty hefty 72 knot headwind. It does not do a great job of. I don't know if the real plane is so picky at climbing and keeping a solid climb profile or not. It just doesn't seem like it's capable of doing that. It's a nice looking cockpit though, even in the dark. The lights on. They redid the cabin nicely too. One two 6.1 Air Canada 540. Center Air Canada 540. Flight level 355 for climbing to flight level 370. Braden's flying the CJ4. This is the new, yeah, version 2 that came out on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday, on the 1st. It's not visually all that different. I guess the cabin's new, but supposedly most of the systems have been redone, and the EFB is the biggest part that's different. EFB seems quite nice. Let's see, can we actually do like charts? I guess there's no en route charts. There are checklists and everything. Sorry? Yeah, it is. Navigraph charts, nav data, and SimBrief imports all works quite well. I've not filed a oh, I can turn the cabin lights off. Ceiling lights off, reading lights on, galley lights on. Doesn't work. I have to click OK. Oh, cool. I don't really see the reading lights as being on. Well, still neat. It's going to be a fun arrival because I don't have an arrival or anything filed with SimBrief, so I got to rely on Beyond ATC to give it to me, which means I won't have a lot of time to put it in to an unfamiliar system where not all of my CDU buttons are working. Like they're all working, but they're controlling the left CDU, but it's displaying the right CDU. I need to look at that some more and see if I can figure out why. Okay. Smart cars won't break as long as you don't like bounce weirdly. The main suggestion I would make is turning off auto PyReps if you're doing that, just to be extra certain. Because if you bounce, and that's fine, you can keep going. But if it's automatic PyRep, it might submit it, and you don't want that. I guess it shouldn't actually, unless you turn the engines off. It should be fine no matter what, to be honest. Yeah. I wonder if there's something in the WinWing software for this. Steve, you got your WinWing CDU, right? Is there something in the software that lets you change it from like captain side to FO or left to right or whatever? Or there's not like a physical toggle either, is there? Like on the device, like a switch that I missed? No. Okay. I don't know. It's weird. Feels like a SPAD thing then, because it's always displaying for me the right side display, which is I can live with that, but I'd have to reprogram my stuff because right now my buttons control the left one and the display's the right one. So it's not very useful. So we got to 37,000 feet and we're flying at Mach 0.81. Pretty good, actually. Yeah, with the Garmin. Yeah. Who's doing that? Who's creating the CJ3? Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Okay. Thank you. I think it's got to be a SPAD thing, but I must be missing something. There'll be some bizarre setting somewhere that for some reason on mine is not set right. No. No. No, I've never used to auto ground ops with any of the PMDG stuff. I find the only plane that does auto integration with GSX well is the Phoenix, and the Inibil's 350 is pretty good. It's not automatic, not fully automatic, but it's like built into their EFB, which is good. Everything else seems like it's just honestly more difficult to figure out how the automatic stuff is supposed to work than just clicking the button in GSX. Oh, interesting. So that's not GSX, so that's just like PMDG's ground ops, right? Okay. Yeah. Probably because it came later and they wanted it to be better and what's your next waypoint, Braden? Okay, you must have a totally different route. 119er 225 Air Canada 540. Air Canada 540 flight level 370. That's good. Good visibility in Calgary. Okay, well, that's good. At least we'll be able to see, even though it's dark, but we'll be able to see something. Over to Vancouver Center 132.2 Air Canada 540. Beyond ATC's recognition is still much worse than say intentions. 134.2 Air Canada 540. Air Canada 540, flight level 370. Yeah. Say intentions traffic should be coming out to partners next week in about 12 days, 11 days, 12 days. Eventually. It's initially just coming to partners, but after that, yes. It'll be, I think, well, I think you have to have a paid thing. I don't know if they're bringing that to Open Sky. Open Sky is going to have Skynet so you can see other players, which is cool too. So honestly, at some point, I think we're going to drop Unifly and just say use Open Sky if you want to do a group flight and see other people. The paid stuff will be just like VATSIM except with ATC, with AI, so that if we do a group flight together, we'll all be talking to the same thing. We'll hear each other on frequency, we'll get vectored around each other, and any injected traffic will be vectored and everything and managed. So point Mach 0.819 right now. Yeah, we're actually going pretty quick. 133.6 Air Canada 540. Air Canada 540, flight level 370. Oh, Asobo making a shared cockpit. I don't know if we're ever going to see that. Like, I, I was talking with somebody about some other things that I would have loved to have seen in 2020 that never made it. And I really don't have a lot of hope that they'll make it into 2024 because I get the sense that by the time 2024 is stable, that they might think about features like shared cockpit. They're going to be moving on to 2028 or whatever the next iteration is that they're going to sell again. I'm being a little bit cynical, but I really believe that. I don't think we're going to see that. Your controls is a really good effort for like a an add-on, a freeware thing, but yeah, we need proper shared cockpit stuff. I don't think we're ever going to have it, to be honest. Not from Asobo. I would love to be wrong, but I don't have a lot of hope that we'll get that. Same as we didn't get any better ATC. Like all the stuff that was, all the things that we wanted for 2020, none of those we got for 2024. Instead, we got a broken career mode. We got streaming that nobody asked for, and a bunch of new airplanes that aren't really anything to write home about, and the same problems as before, and no improvements made on any of that. Like it's taken them 6 months almost to open up the marketplace. VR is a total mess. I haven't touched 2024 since I'm not going to again until Sim Update 2 comes out, and maybe they'll fix something. I don't know. It's a shame, but it's about money. Unfortunately, I think they wanted to sell a whole bunch of new games. Maybe they should have developed Shared Cockpit as a paid add-on, like a DLC. They've given us lots of free stuff, don't get me wrong. Like all the sim updates, all the world updates, it's been really, really good. It's just that I would have rather they made us pay for some stuff we wanted, some more I wanted, like shared cockpit and some other things, better performance in VR, better multi-screen support, all kinds of stuff like that. Instead of a whole new sim where they changed like all the liveries are different now. It works totally different. It's a complete mess in the UI. It's even worse behind the scenes. Like why'd you waste time on that instead of working on something useful? I don't understand. I don't get a lot of the decisions they made baffle me. I understand why they made 2024. It's because they wanted to sell a new game. But I don't understand why they made some of the changes that they made. Presumably it makes it easier for them on some level in some way, but certainly doesn't help most quote unquote normal people. Oh, I'm getting ILS 35 right. Expect radar vectors ILS 35 right. Air Canada 340. 540? That should be a relatively straightforward radar vectors though, because we'll be coming in from the south anyway. Air Canada 540, we are ready for descent. Runway 35 right, Air Canada 540, ready for descent. Descent to flight level 340, Air Canada 540. I don't actually know what the best way to descend this airplane is. Speed mode? Okay. I guess that's flight level change. I should really bound that to level change, not... I guess I bound it to my speed button because that's what it's called on the FCP here. Okay. So good. Yeah, I don't understand why they made the changes to the UI. I don't see any... wait, what's going on, airplane? So the autopilot does not want to stop descending now? What's happening? I see. Okay, well. Man, I'm putting a lot of faith in the Aerosoft autopilot and Beyond ATC together. This could be pretty disastrous and or funny. This is such a cool view from the back of the cockpit. Let's see, it should have... Does it have the right frequencies for the ILS in here? Doesn't really say it. Maybe I'll put it in manually just in case. What do we want? 110.75. That doesn't even control this. I don't even know what the hell this controls. Oh yeah, okay. Nope, I got no idea. It's going to be an adventure. Descend to flight level 210, Air Canada 540. 133.75 Air Canada 540. Edmonton Center, Air Canada 540, descending to flight level 210, currently flight level 318. A little bit of turbulence over the Rockies. Yeah, Say Intentions isn't aware of MSA yet. It's apparently really difficult to do. It's on their list, though. There was a big discussion about it recently. Probably no real pilot does either. Just because in the end, it's always going to be you that's going to have the problem. I can see the lights of Calgary, city lights. That's kind of cool. Okay, so if I turn VNAV path off before I caption altitude, that seems to work better. Yeah. 133.3 Air Canada 540. Oh, crying out loud, beyond ATC. 133.3 Air Canada 540. Air Canada 540, flight level 210. The CRJ doesn't have auto, doesn't actually have VNAV though. Like it's a fake one. It's just an advisory one. It tells you, but it doesn't actually respect any restrictions or anything. Well, no, the real plane doesn't have it either. Descent to 8,000 feet, altimeter 3013, Air Canada 540. Like it just doesn't have it. I think the advisory thing is just supposed to tell you like it basically gives you an indicator of what you should be descending at to to make it to, I guess, your destination. I don't even know what it targets. I guess your flight plan, right? But that's all it does. What's interesting in this is that I can hit VNAV and it will put me in path and it'll actually descend me, but it won't capture an altitude. It'll just keep going unless I push a certain, unless I turn off VNAV, which I don't know if that doesn't seem like that's what normally happens, but it happens here. We're also way too high. Okay. Down to 8,000 feet, Air Canada 540. There we go. Now we're going to dive bomb to 8,000 feet. I just passed IGVEP. Calgary arrival on 125.9er, Air Canada 540. I'm at 17,000, just ahead of you, I think. Calgary arrival, Air Canada 540, descending to 8,000 feet. Are you below me? I see your lights. Yeah, I see your lights. Expect radar vectors ILS 35 right, altimeter 3013, Air Canada 540. Yeah, I can see a little flashing light behind me there. I mean, I feel like the lights are always too dim in the sim. I feel like realistically it probably would be that bright. No? I don't know. Too late. That's more of a reflection of Calgary though than the airport, I think. Oh man. Throttle at idle. We need to pull the brakes here. Right turn 105, Air Canada 540. I'm turning. I'm being vectored now. And I'm going to be speeding. Oh, we might make it. So arm reverser is for the actual landing. It's probably a good thing to have. Lights would be good too. It's time to slow down. Yeah, I can see the airport on my left. 3-5 right is where I'm landing. Almost forgot I were dropping speed way too fast. Okay. Right turn 17. Forgot I turned that. Oh, he's giving us a big. Big loop-de-loop. It's going to be more than 0.15 to do that, man. All right, descending to 6,500 and clear it for the ILS. I don't remember if I have to switch this over to something or if I can I just approach? Okay, Loc 1, alt, and glide slope. Okay. Might be all right then. Say altimeter for Air Canada 540. Looking for the traffic. Maybe it gave me a really wide angle. Okay, localizer captured. And I have a diamond for the glide slope. That's looking pretty good. Let's go toss some flaps in here and slow down. Okay, I'm going. I see you. Yeah, you are ahead of me. Well, actually, I don't know if that's you. I see lights in front of me. That might not be you, actually. I'm going 180 right now. But I'm not quite a Tazboo. Almost there. Still acquiring the localizer. I'd love it if you did it. You're definitely ahead of me then. Oh shoot, I should actually go on the EFB because they've got a thing for that too. Set all, set. There we go. Localizer? Okay. That's right, she's doing it. Okay, localizer captured. Glide slope is coming in. Glide slope acquiring. Going to land gear down. Oh yeah, I see you in front of me. Five miles for me. Alright, I'm going to slow down to final approach speed. Yeah, yeah, I just got that too. Unless I heard that from you, but I don't think I did. Yeah, I'm coming right up against you. This is as slow as I can go, though. I can actually see. I don't see your lights. I'm going to pass you. Here I go. I can't go any slower. I'm going 145 or something. All right, flaps full, gear is down, reverse is armed. Things are looking all right. 500. I was high. Yeah, I was above you. My autopilot off. That looks. I have control. part. Does my reverser work? Yep. Only on one of them. There we go. Nope, the other one still doesn't work. Yeah, I just shut the engines off by mistake because my throttles went into that. We're going to have to drift without any power. Please rate your flight on a 5 in the app. Please don't file any lawsuits, more like it. Not sure why only one of the reversers went. Only one of the reversers fired up for some reason. And then when I tried to mess with it, I accidentally pushed them into the detent, which cut off the fuel. If I were to fly the CRJ more often, I would have to get those there's some add-on throttles that are really good, and they have proper cutoffs on them. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't move. I have no engines. Oh, I see a shadow. There you are. I'm just firing up the APU. All right, well, that's going to do it for the stream. Landed and engines are off. So thanks so much for tuning in. Ike, appreciate all the help. Axeman, Steve, everybody that was watching, thank you so much. I'll catch you guys next week on Thursday, 7 o'clock Pacific time. Not sure yet what I'm going to be playing. Probably a flight sim thing. We'll see how where we're at with say intentions traffic. Till then, see you next time. Take care.